actually go outside in these things? What would you prefer? Yellow spandex?
Did you see anything? No, sir. I didn't see you playing with your dolls again. Good!
Well, I'll tell you, nobody handles garbage better than we do.
You don't remember?
For you, the day bison graced your village was the most important day of your life. But for me, it was Tuesday. What are you smiling about?
Dude, I almost had you.
Left cheek! Left cheek! Left cheek!
What's happening, everybody? Welcome on this fine Sunday evening where you get to watch me build something. And earlier I saw Zodron was in. He wants entertained. I will do my best to entertain. Son of a Crayon Slayer's joined the chat. Welcome to Son of a Crayon Slayer. So this is part 2 of the Kotabukiya Optimus Prime, Frame Arms Girl, every other name, stuff I can't pronounce. Part 2. So I did get, I don't know if I'm halfway through, but tonight we're going to power through till she's finished. So let's see, let's pull up the other camera. So right now, it's not showing it. Here we go. So right now I have pretty much all of her torso built and then her head complete. So we will go from there, and we should be on arms and legs next. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get my ugly mug off the main screen, move my chair over, and go start building. Let me know if the sound is off at all, because I'm using my main mic for audio, but if it sounds too low, then I'll switch to my phone. Because my phone is running, my phone is on the workstation. It was the head and torso took 2 hours. I'm sure I was struggling. So there was one part that I couldn't find. That's what took so long. Like these head crests were in like a bag. I didn't realize there were separate bags. The head crest was on, so that took me a while to do the head. But yeah, I was slow going. What's happening, Justin Booth? Welcome to the stream. Alright, so yeah, we are gonna go, it looks like shoulders are next. So first thing is, let's see, we need E-runner. So we're, let's see, 16. So I need this side. So how was everybody's day? I know we kind of was talking a little bit about SDCC last or Friday night. Everybody pleased with what they saw at SDCC this weekend? Things they wish they would have saw? I know the one thing that I was hoping for that didn't get announced was during Kirkman's panel, there was no confirmation on the Energon series animated show that was rumored. I was really hoping for that. But it looks like there's more stuff. I would probably say no Fantastic Four spoilers since it just came out this weekend, but we can talk about it during book club. That's for sure. It was better than I expected, though. I think anymore with some of these movies, we just need to go in with low expectations. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of the same, Justin. Like, I wasn't like overly impressed with everything. I saw a lot of cool stuff, a lot of stuff I don't need. Let's see, where's L? Welcome back, G1. Thank you for coming back. I hope you enjoy the show. I don't know. He knows all around. I don't know if anybody else in book club saw Fantastic Four other than me and you. I mean, Catherine usually doesn't go same weekend, so we might be safe to talk about it. But I'm going to try to not talk about it during the stream, just because who knows who's seen it and who hasn't seen it. Oh, welcome, Rowdy. Welcome to the stream. All right, where the hell's the hell? 8. Really? I'm surprised you had to wait that long, G1. I thought a lot of the stuff hit Asian markets before it hit the States. I think Wave 2 is kind of hitting now. Oh, there you go, Rowdy. I haven't seen Superman or Jurassic World yet, and I finally had a chance to go to the movies this weekend, and I had to go see Fantastic Four. Usually the Marvel movies are the ones that I try to see in the theaters. Some of the DC I'll wait for. I mean, I've heard a lot of good things about Superman. I want to go see Superman. Strange New Worlds Season 4. Why is that drawing a blank and I can't think what Strange New Worlds is? Clearly, I must not watch it if I can't think of what it is. Speaking of things streaming, I know I brought this up in the TFYLP Discord. Did anybody go rewatch Killer of Killers and see the extra footage they added at the end of the movie? Oh, the Star Trek series. Okay. Yeah, Rowdy, I don't have my kids this weekend, so maybe I might try to find time to go see Superman next weekend. You think it's worth seeing in IMAX? I know I have one IMAX theater nearby me, but I haven't really been to it in a while. Yeah, funny you mentioned how much they use practical effects in Fantastic Four. I saw the actor in the Galactus suit. I thought it was cool how they did Herbie his his modes or whatever. Well, I'm trying not to talk about it. I don't want. I'm not going to spoil anything. I will have to say though, all the people that had theories, I don't think I heard one person have a correct theory about Fantastic Four. So if you watch any of those shows that do theories and stuff like that, none of them are right. At least New Rockstars. I watch New Rockstars a lot. What Babyverse movie would I go rewatch? The first one. I'm a fan of the 2007 movie. It's not a perfect movie, but it's a fun movie, especially for like a summer movie. That I just remember going to the theater. I was dating a girl who was originally from Vermont, and that year we went to go visit her mother, and I remember going to go see the 2007 movie up there. I'll watch it to this day. I don't hate on the 2007 movie. Yeah, Rowdy, you didn't hear about that cameo of Herbie the Love Bug being in? That was the Fantastic Car, Herbie the Love Bug. G1, what's your favorite Bayverse movie? And while we all got everybody in here, who's everybody's giving some Bayverse love? What's everybody's favorite Bayverse movie? Some of these little bits are screwing with me. Dark of the Moon. So G1, have you seen those new Dinobots? Uh that new Titan scale Dinobot that they unveiled at um SDCC this weekend? Troy. Oh, you know what? I forgot to do the shoulder part. What do I need? G8, G4, and G5. Ooh, that went flying. I that Grimlock is I'm on the fence. It's cool that they did it and that they're allowing for Optimus to be able to ride him. I think that's was a good design choice. I have not, Justin. Is that like a fan made? Oh yeah, that when you get all four of them, yeah, your shelf space. I'm curious to how was there. I wonder if there's anybody that did like a masterpiece scale of those designs. I'm sure somebody's done a Grimlock, but I doubt they've done all the other Dinobots. Like a third-party company. But yeah, once you have all 4 of them, shelf space. I mean, that's all of our enemies at this point. So did the ball hand come on the original toy, or was that like you had to get like the DNA kit or something like that? Rowdy, I don't think any of us have shelf space. We are. I'm struggling. I gotta buy more shelves. That's me. All right. It's a short film to kick off the 45th anniversary for Friday the 14th. Okay. Yeah, I have not seen that nor heard of it. Okay, I didn't think the Voyager did, or the Voyager, yeah. Studio Series did have the Ball Fest, all right. But didn't they make a DNA kit for the Studio Series? And they gave it something, or maybe if it wasn't DNA, maybe it was another one of the like TFW or. Okay, so the DNA kit made it to where you didn't need, where you didn't have, where you could have a hand. Okay. Seven E18. Okay. I wonder. Um, because what is it? They reissued that Grimlock. I wonder if it's went back up in value after that reissue. I don't ever recall seeing the reissue when I think they did in what that Bumblebee line, the Target exclusive line. I so I wonder if that'll kill that market for the Buzzworthy Bumblebee or the original Studio Series Grimlock. I thought it was funny though. Somebody did make the comment. You guys say you finished you were going to finish the Dinobots Studio Series. You never did. So now you better finish it with this. Yeah, that's why I thought it was buzzworthy. Yeah, I remember when I remember seeing that original Studio Series when I was hunting War for Cybertron stuff. Because that was like the first wave, like one of the first waves of Studio Series, I believe. Yeah, that's what I thought. It was one of the first leaders. Okay, so the numbers were different in Japan. Gotcha. I thought it was interesting how a lot of the times, well, here lately, some of the Takara stuff, we're seeing we're seeing reveals from Takara before we're seeing them from Hasbro. That's right. Let's see, E12 and E8. Yeah, I think that's on Netflix, right? Can't remember if I have Netflix right now. Oh, but like I was saying earlier, uh, I forget who it was. It might have been the Trachtenberg said that they added footage to Killer Killers. So if you haven't watched Killer Killers lately, they added an additional people in cryo sleep at the end of that movie. So that's worth popping on Hulu real fast and seeing who the other characters they added. It's like if you watch the end credit scene, you see the girl from Prey. Is when they show right after they show her, you gotta go through maybe another minute of credits, and then it reverts back to her, and then it shows there's more than just one person, Rowdy. Way to spoil it, by the way. I was kind of thinking the same thing. It kind of has that aesthetic to it. Wouldn't it be funny if like it was, and then all of a sudden like Adrian Brody pops out of nowhere, and it's like, "Get me the hell off of here!" Like he's still alive, trying to survive that planet. I mean, I'm all for more Predator. Give me all kinds of Predator lore. And that's the other thing that's cool about the Badlands movie. So this is set further in the future, so their technology could be even further ahead. 16. Wait a minute, no, I need 3. And the other thing is with them having cryo sleep, you know, predators could have happened at any time. They could have pulled them, the people that were in predators might have been from like current times, but that doesn't mean they weren't in cryo sleep forever. And then they finally dropped them off on that planet. Well, because so that was the other thing, right? They didn't confirm that they were on like the Predator's homeworld in Killer of Killers, so they could be on any planet, right? So I'm multi-streaming on Twitch, by the way, and I shared a link for Catherine. So she said hi to me on Twitch. So I don't know if you can like if you can pin chats on Twitch. It's not showing up in this comment section. That's kind of funny. But I see you, Catherine. Thanks for joining. But it seems like this with Dan Trachtenberg, he's probably gonna really do a good job with Predators, and I'll keep watching. I mean, I'm a fan for this stuff anyways. Well, so Zaldron, to kind of answer your question, sometimes it like I have Twitch pulled up on my second monitor to see the chat in there, but I am not seeing Twitch's chat in my StreamYard. So, like, if I can see Catherine's chat and highlight it, but it's not letting me, it's not showing it to me in StreamYard. And it doesn't give me a second chat option either. For my birthday or Christmas, I might get JMG Predator Gang. Oh, nice. So, you know, the funny thing is about that Studio Series 86 Megatron, there are people getting it already. BBTS in the States has already sent out notifications that it's arrived. I saw that today. Somebody sent an email or posted on Facebook. I think a lot of people poo-pooed that G1 Megatron or that Studio Series 86 Megatron until they kind of saw how good it looks compared to G1. I'll have to mess with it more, Zaldron. Might have just lost a piece. That was a little piece. Well, I found the arm bit. But I did not find the little gold piece that went into his arm. I'll look for that later. Shoot. Oh, that's disappointing. Good luck finding that piece. Oh, it's so little. Yeah. I wasn't even trying to rush. It was just so small of a piece. Yeah, that was that was cool, wasn't it, Rowdy? I like the Thundercracker. I think that's cool. They're doing all new secret molds that they're going to melt the heck out of. So let's try to put this in a little bit more delicate. Where I almost wish I had should have grabbed my I should grab my tweezers. That's what I should have do. Yeah, that fell right in. Now will it stay in? I'll find that little piece. Good thing is, the room I'm in is wood floor, so it's not like the carpet monster would have grabbed it, but at the same time, it's wood, so it could have bounced really good. So that goes in like that, and this goes in like here. I just need the smokestack. What guy are you talking about, Rowdy? Like the one of them that are in cryo sleep at the end of um, Killer of Killers. Oh, okay. Get to the chopper. That guy. But I think part of the reason why it's not older versions is because if they're going to put them in the next movie, it's going to be animated. So yeah, go for it. Oh, you know what? When I did this arm, I was supposed to do it 2 times. So now we have an arm. Yeah, I have a feeling we're not going to see him in live action anymore. Oh, Bionicle. That was a Lego property, right? That was Bionicle was a little bit before I was into toys, where I was kind of collecting stuff. Well, you've Zaldron agrees with you. That piece. How long was Bionicle running for? Bionicle ended in 2012. That's the thing that Ngo has at the beginning of his his videos, right? That his mascot, as he calls it. Oh, Bionicle lasted for like 10 years. Damn. You think something lasted that long for Lego, they would have kept producing it. Rebooted, lasted a year. Well, G1, you have other Bionicle fans in the chat, so you are not the only one that misses it. I'd like for it to come back. Okay. That's a shame. Okay. That's what I thought. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Because, you know, Lego doesn't charge an arm and a leg already for pieces. They weren't making enough money on their end. Alright, so let's see. This piece goes here. How much of those Bionicle sets go in the secondary market? I'd imagine the way you guys are talking about them, they probably hold their value well, as all Lego does. That's one thing that's nice about Lego. You might have to put money into it, but if you're ready to get out of Lego, you're gonna get your money back and then some. Yeah, that's what I figured. Yes, you could be a thousandaire in Lego. Alright, so I made a second one. Now I can do... I forgot to do the pin for the hands. So, J. This is a ball joint, so I'm really not going to file that one down. God dang, these pieces are so small. I bet the camera's really not picking this up that well. You got whatever you guys are describing about these Bionicle sets is like a whole nother language. gosh, these pieces do not want to slide in. Oh, you have, and Rowdy has all the instructions. Yeah, you might be sitting on, you know what? You need room. Maybe it's time to give up the Bionicles. Shoot, even loose Lego stuff goes for top dollar. You don't need the box or the instructions sometimes. Let's go in. Oh, finally. This thing was a pain in the butt to peg together. Oh, and I have all kinds of hands. So here's the tree that the hands are on. So much. Get my hands. Yeah, I had a few stuff of Lego when I was younger, but I don't have any of my Lego anymore. So here's a hint. Right. First arm complete. Well, Rowdy, if you're there you go. You need room. You don't want your Lego stuff anymore? Or do you have it all stored? I just dumped a bunch of my video game stuff last week. All my like vintage stuff from like Nintendo 64 to PS1 to PS2, 3, and 4. I don't need it anymore. If I want to go back and play a game, I'll get it digitally. That was my thoughts. Vintage games aren't as fun as they used to be when you thought they were when you were a child. That rose-colored glasses thing, you know? It's like I got those, like the SNES and NES Mini, and I was like, thank God there's a rewind feature on it, because these games suck. So G1, on Figure Fight Club, I'm one of the co-hosts on that channel. And on Monday nights at 10:15, it's a Transformer focus show. We do it every Monday, 10:15 p.m. Eastern. This week, we're going to be heavily talking about San Diego Comic-Con. So, if I had the link, I would send the link. But give me a second, and I can share the link. But that's like Figure Fight Club's kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just primarily like action figure stuff, and then we branched out, and now we're doing a Transformer show with me and my co-host Anna. We've done multiple shows. Like I think we're on episode 5. Yeah, 5. So this week will be episode 6. But give me a second. I'm pulling up the YouTube. Copy link. So here's the Figure Fight Club channel. Go check that. You can go check that channel out, and then if you look into the playlist, there's a playlist called Decepticast, and that's what did it transfer through? It says there's an error. Oh no, there it is. But that's where if you look up Decepticast on the playlist, that's where our Transformers Focus show is. It's a pretty fun show. I recommend watching the Blockies episode if you're into Blockies. That was just kind of a that was a really fun show. I'm sure eventually we'll revisit Blockies because there's just a lot of people that have kind of been getting into them. That's a good question. Everybody chime in on the chat. Personally, I think my rarest figure, and it's really not that rare. Well, you know what? It might be kind of rare. So I'll tell the story. So I have a toy peddler that I buy stuff off of regularly, and one day he had I saw a Takara boxed Metroplex, and I was like, oh sweet, the reissue. I was like, hey, I want to buy that. I want to buy that Takara reissue Metroplex. And then I get it, and I was like, well, this is weird. This doesn't look like the reissue box. And I start messing with it. It was the vintage Takara boxed Metroplex, and it was the only thing it was missing was like one of the 6 guns weapons, and then his little drone. Oh, I can't think of his name. The little black car was missing its gun, and then I ended up picking those guns off of eBay. So now I have a complete. Those might not be the Takara guns, but I have a complete Takara G1 Metroplex. So that's probably the rarest figure that I have. There you go, Scamper. That's what I get for talking. Talking and building. Zaldron, what's your rarest Transformer figure? Oriented, right? I would ask Rowdy what her favorite, her rarest Transformer is, but I don't think she probably owns a Transformer. Oh yeah, Diver. Oh, never mind. I spoke too soon. Rowdy does have a pair of Transformers. And you know what? I should have known that because I recall you mentioning that. Was it last week on Figure Fight Club or on sometime when you were streaming this week? You said you had RC, and then you said, oh, I think it was on your stream this week where you learned about how they characterized her in IDW. She had a really good character arc in IDW. If you ever have a chance, try to read those series. I got introduced to Lost Light and More Than Meets the Eye in book club. Yeah, they made her a badass too. I mean, she was a killer. That she does, Rowdy. But if you ever get a chance, Riley, I highly recommend reading. If you're going to read anything, it's Lost Light. But RC's more in the More Than Meets the Eye series, I believe. If I'm wrong, Zoldron will correct me. He is the lore master when it comes to the comic books. Gideon, are you speaking of the Power of the Primes versions of the Terracons and Predaking? With them redoing Combiners, I don't see them reissuing those because the Terracons they already reissued once with Takara. Um, so I don't think they'll reissue them. Like I said, with them redoing Combiners, I have a sneaky feeling they'll eventually just redo all the Combiners, even the Predacons. I had this right. You know, it's funny, Rowdy. So I saw the setup at Walmart yesterday for that reignition stuff, and yeah, god awful. Those figures are ugly. And then I was surprised. I saw so they had 3 of the 5 Zords. They did the pterodactyl. Nope, the pterodactyl wasn't there, and neither was Mastodon. And I was like, I think they were all the same price. And the Tyrannosaurus Rex's box is so much bigger than the Triceratops and then the saber-toothed tiger. I'm like, and you're selling these at the same price? And I think that Rita's hilarious. It looks like, it says it's her magic casting motion. It looks like she's just jerking off one of the Rangers. That's how she lets her monster grow. Is that jerk off motion that she does. G1, no, it is not you. The Titans are getting smaller. I think part of that is it's because they can't keep redoing city bots, so they have to reduce the size of Titans and then scale things up to become Titans. But at the same time, so I know we've talked about this before. So we talked about this in book club. Zaldron purchased the Star Convoy and made comments that the plastic is very cheap feeling plastic. Like it almost feels like a Cyberverse toy. So not only are the Titans getting smaller, their price point has went down a little bit, but their plastic quality has changed. Yeah, Rowdy, I agree. That reignite stuff is definitely going to hit ollies. You know, the other bad thing about that reignite stuff is it's very kid friendly, and I think you said this on your stream. They're not like reissuing the show or re-showing the show. So how the hell the kids are going? How the hell the kids are going to watch it? Nope, I did something wrong. I did something wrong. This. Right. I think I put this one backwards. You know, the funny thing is about a Transformers Power Ranger crossover is Hasbro was making the Zords. What is Hasbro known for doing? They're known for making transforming figures. And they fumbled that Zord Ascension project so bad. They could have done it, but now I think Playmates is full in on Power Rangers. They're just going to let Playmates do their thing. Yeah, parents forcing their kids to watch it on Netflix. That's right, it is on Netflix. There we go. Now we did our arm right. I remember that Dino Fury. Seeing that stuff in stores. And that was like one and done, wasn't it? After they did that Dino Fury, they never did another. They never followed up. Well, I know a lot of people like those that mainline Voltron, and I have a feeling that's kind of like probably will feel similar how they did the Voltron to the Megazord. It looks chunky. Well, was there a series that followed Dino Fury? Has there been another series? I don't keep up that well with Power Rangers, as you can tell. I like it because it's Transformers adjacent somewhat. And that was on what, Nickelodeon? So did Nickelodeon just kind of give up? Can you imagine the 13 pack of the Last Knights? Think they get away with a HasLab on that? I don't think they would touch any movie stuff on a HasLab just yet. That movie stuff that's not the 86 movie. I think Hasbro feels safe in doing like Victory, Japanese continuity stuff in HasLabs right now because they've all funded. So I have a feeling they'll finish Victory up with what, Road Caesar? And they might move on to something else. But I don't think they're moving away from Victory. They've been too victorious when it comes to HasLabs. What a bad pun. Yeah, Road Caesar and Land Cross. I wouldn't mind seeing another Die Atlas too. You could probably get away with doing a Die Atlas at a HasLab, but with the restructure of the Titan, they can get away with doing a Die Atlas Titan. Yeah, or a full scale Dino King. Oh, that one was a lot easier to pin together. All right, pair of arms. We're an hour in. We got a pair of arms done. I don't know if that's good or bad. Think we can get a pair of legs done in another hour? That's the goal. You know, G1, I don't think you're the only one in that camp wanting a new rail racer. The only problem is, I think, with rail racer, at least here in the West, is trains aren't as prominent, so it might be a hard thing to get the upper management to greenlight. But I think we got the right team at Hasbro to get it done if they could. Right. How old's the old OG rail racer? What's Because I'm a fan of having updated versions of things because I don't want old plastic. 2001. All right, so damn near 25 years old. It's due for sure. If there hasn't been one since then. So I'm like a filthy G1 kind of collector. Mainly my focus is kind of like masterpiece scale stuff. So I get a lot of third party stuff. So I think once that like collection is complete, then I'll start looking for more of the other stuff, the more current stuff. Yeah, I am glad I don't have arthritis because, good God, I don't think I would have a hard time putting this together. Not to mention my hands just feel slick. I'm not gripping things like I want to. That and I feel like if I put too much pressure, things are going to fly like that little piece. So, 2. No, I have not got that. I wanted it, and then so I'm the type. I I I think it's cool the design, but I already had like the masterpiece Shockwave, so I didn't want another Shockwave, and I just couldn't force myself to buy a toy that I would just keep in the spaceship mode. Eventually, I wouldn't mind getting it. It's just not a priority for the collection. But typically, the third party stuff I buy is like my my I want to call it like forever toys. So that's kind of like my goal in collecting, and that's why I get third party masterpiece or just masterpiece in general, because that's like I call it my forever toy. Uh, I try to not have to get things to where I'm going to have to upgrade them down the line. That was one of the reasons kind of why I got out of like Generations, like Hasbro Takara stuff. It's because a lot of times, a year or two down the road, they have a little bit better version of that toy. And I'm the type of person that I have to collect. I have to collect them all. That's just how my brain works. And I felt like I was spending more than what I wanted to. But don't get me wrong, like the stuff Hasbro's doing now with like just some of these obscure characters, I mean, you're gonna have a complete, like, you're gonna get, they're completing teams. You're gonna get stuff you thought you would never got, another version of. And I appreciate that for sure. So this is good. Here. G1, I mean, what are your go-tos? You mainly get official products. Do you ever get any third-party stuff? It was funny that was it Iron Factory did a Lio Kaiser, and then we get a HasLab. G1, those Kang toys look amazing, and I don't have regular versions yet of Masterpiece scale Dinobots, so I don't want to get in on those, but gosh, they look so good. Rowdy, thanks for joining. I appreciate it. Thanks for keeping all the riffraff under control. Yeah, the Iron Factor stuff looks great. Let's see, 1822. So, so price isn't like the biggest thing that's keeping me off of them, because I mean, like I said, I buy masterpiece stuff. But the big thing is I don't have like G1 looking Dinobots yet in masterpiece scale. I don't want to get like a stylized, even though I really love what they're doing with their aesthetic. It's I want to get G1 versions of them before I get stylized. It's because that Predaking they did too was amazing. Have you seen like King Toys is also like they're doing different scales. They're doing that in generation scale. They're doing it in like a micro scale, and they're doing masterpiece. They're doing like or legend scale. They're doing multiple scales. So even if you have like even if you collect generation stuff, Hasbro, Takara stuff, they're making its scale with that. So like you can have like your own G1 look, or you can have King Toys look. And I think they've already teased that they're going to be doing Superion and a Devastator. So imagine, you got they're starting to do all the combiners. Oh yeah, I bet. I bet it is bigger. Oh, I Alpha Bravo. Oh, you're talking about that vortex. That Age of the Prime vortex. Oh no. Yep, I threw that Alpha Bravo, as you call it, in my closet for my kid. I'm gonna start to build him a Bruticus. I was hoping during SDCC we would have saw more of that onslaught, but they just had renders of the bot mode and that was it. The way you phrase that, Zaldron, it's like you're not 100% impressed with it. So somebody, I can't remember who it was, I saw on social media, took a picture of Brawl and compared it to the Studio Series 86 Scrapper, and they had very similar looking construction. So I have a feeling the reason why those are Voyagers is because his lower body is not going to Onslaught or whatever. Bruticus' lower body is going to combine more like Devastator as opposed to Superion and Motormaster. Whatever, Superion and Minosaur. Well, I think you might have a chance. I know that's I've been getting them as Christmas presents for my kid. All right, so now I have the hip, the thigh. Assuming these plug in together. Now. But yeah, so what I was saying about Bruticus, it looks like maybe the lower extremities of Bruticus are like a different design. And that means if Bruticus is a command, the Onslaught's a commander, then maybe he won't be designed like our last two commander combiner leaders. That still sounds like a fun stuff for Christmas. Just have to go Transformers all the way this year. Yeah, the arms are for sure the same. From that's what I noticed when I saw Vortex. I don't know, I have to do more looking at that brawl. But it's weird if they did brawl at a bigger scale that they're going to do Swindle at a bigger scale as well. Swindle as a Jeep just doesn't come across as a something that would be the same size. Oh, you know what? I should have been paying attention more to the Twitch chat. But Catherine did say her rarest is Megatrona, maybe. That's the Combiner Wars design of like the repaint of Victorion. We need to remember to look up at that chat because it's not all streaming together in StreamYard. These little wheels. Ooh, what a pain. All right, so now we need to. Yeah, it would be the first small Voyager. Oh, and that was the other thing. So they showed, it's not like that Bra came with extra like combiner bits, or at least they didn't show it. If he does, if you think about it, the Constructicons, they don't have extra bits for that Voyager price. Or they try to say one of the justifications for the Voyager price for Mixmaster is because he had a ratchet for that ankle tilt. I still got to get the 2-pack, the long haul and hook for my kid. I might try to pick it up at Target. Use my red card. It was on their website for a little bit. I don't know if it is now still. That and Silverbolt was on the Target app. Yep. Scrapper was a Voyager. Yeah, I saw that post. I think you posted that on Discord, correct? Now you know how Jay Holla feels. I stopped at Target this yesterday. My Target had nothing. Like it, only thing they had was I can't say nothing. They had that silly Sonic and Tails 2-pack, which I could care less about. Ooh. Is that like the skyline that was in Fast and the Furious? That. G9 and 12. 12, 15. Kinda. Okay. I know they had a lot of those skylines in Fast and Furious movies. Was it like a GTR maybe? I don't remember. You know, I don't get the game a whole lot anymore. The most I game is I'll play Fortnite with my kid. Every now and then I'll play Fortnite by myself. But typically, I pretty much just play with him. And I think he might have played that game. Two. Feet pieces. 17 and 7. Baseball. Baseball and basketball. We tried football. When they started tackling, he didn't like it. Which is fine with me. Oh, nice. Yeah, we don't really have any ice hockey programs around here. So anybody watching, if I sold anybody on this kit, anybody want to purchase this kit? I would have to say for my first like frame arms girl or Kotabukiya kit, it's not that bad. Um, the little pieces are a challenge to work with, that's for sure. But and then we'll see if I find that one piece that I dropped on the floor. If that's, but I mean, not too hateful. Oh, you already have one of these? How did your build go? Have you built it yet? So now we got a little foot. We got a little foot. All right. Now we need. So now I ordered this from Japan. I ordered it from Ami. Wasn't a bad deal. It cost almost as much to ship it from Japan to the States as the product did itself. Which I thought was kind of funny. But it's still cheaper. It was still cheaper to get it off of Ami than it was to buy it. Get it off the Ami, have it shipped, than it was to buy it from an American distributor. Oh wow. You got a better deal on it than I did, that's for sure. That's the perks of living in Japan. Mm. Whoa, that one almost went flying too. I need to be more careful. It doesn't matter which way this goes in there. It's like it doesn't matter. Oh no, there is a way it goes. The smaller gap goes on the bottom. So now this piece can go in the thigh. So and then E10-5. Yeah, she's starting to come together. Run out of parts on the runners. Yeah. Yeah, I've heard that. Especially if you want the car stuff, right? decent. Oh, where's that located? Right here. 15. The one thing that's nice is you have an hour left to complete the second leg. Oh, is that you talking about book club? Well, in theory, the second leg should go faster, right? Because I've already built one. That's not tabbing. Did I do the wrong side? Number. I bet that's what I did. Yeah. They're identical pieces? Nope, they're different. So this has to tab in like that. So yeah, I did grow. That's fine. We'll figure it out. Now that I have pressure to complete this in an hour. Or I'm going to be late. Or I'm going to be late to book club. Never. Look, see, I don't even need the instructions for the second leg. Well, at least for this wheel well part. Yeah, I know. I should have done that. Should have done that. Wheels. The fun part's going to be to find that little yellow piece I dropped. See if I can find that. Thank God I don't have a carpet in this room. Yeah, I was kind of thinking as I was moving along, I could have done these in parallel. So I was doing them at the same time, but I figured it is what it is. Gotta remember to look up at Twitch, see if Catherine's still awake. If she's even watching. Can you tell on Twitch if anybody's watching still? I'm debating trying OBS. Because I'm thinking about getting the capture card and actually streaming like games. And by games, Fortnite. That would be the only thing I would stream. Just as shits and giggles. I don't think I'd get very serious at it. Just because I kind of got this laptop set up back here, and I could do, you know, multitask. I'd be closer to my kid too, because now he's been gaming in this room, and he wants me to stream, and then he wants to play with me. I'm like, we'll see. All right, so the last thing I need, I think, to finish the leg is the fuel tank. And then the nice thing is, so yeah, so you're not going to be the next ninja. Correct. I am not going to be the next. I'm not going to be the next, like, ninja's brother. I know his brother streams. They stream together sometimes. So there's a leg. Double jointed leg. Look at that bend. Look at that bend. Damn, she's going to have articulation. So we got a leg. All right, so as Mgo would say, just like the first, second verse, like the first, I don't know. I haven't watched Mgo in forever. We should be able to make this one a little bit quicker. You know what beats a double female elbow is a pinless double female elbow. Ha! Gotcha. Oh, not really good. You know, one thing that's cool on some of these runners, it tells you what plastic it is. So, you know, for you plastic aficionados, are we using palm or are we using ABS? Oh, gee, that's a catastrophe. Almost like I want to put lotion on my hands before I do this. You're saying, why would you put lotion on your hands? That would make your hands slicker. No, they already feel slick. Like, I think, like, lotion would wait a minute. Like, help me grip a little bit better. Get it in. Good Lord. Come on. Push. Yeah, got it in all the way. It does not feel like it's in all the way. There we go. Good Lord. I hope that's one you hope you didn't do wrong, because it would be a pain to get back out. Alright, now we need C, 8, and 5. What was some of the other stuff from the panel this week? Sure shot. Is everybody excited to complete their target masters? Or the Autobot target masters, anyways? Is that completed? Yeah, because we've already got. They need to redo the one guy though. The guy that came out in Siege. Can't think of his name. That freaking that reuse of the Ironhide Ratchet mold, which is I think the best of those three figures. At least that looks the best. I know Zondron's going to tell me what it is in the chat. Can't think of his damn name. And I had the G1 when I was a kid. All right, so where's our hit? Not here. So leg number 2 or hip number 2. Well, you're gonna have to turn me up. Oh shit. Oh gee, no. Definitely want to get well, I'm further away from my mic. Probably if I put my earbuds in, I'd be fine. But or my other earbuds. I guess it really doesn't matter. I'd have to mute my main mic. These go together. Oh, which reminds me, I still gotta finish tomorrow's slideshow. So that's what I'll be doing during book club tonight, is finishing Decepticast's slideshow. I got most of it done. Only thing left to do is put in the slides for SDCC. And then I will be done with the slideshow. And for anybody that will be watching Decepticast tomorrow, we are going over San Diego Comic-Con, and it is a news-heavy episode. So, you know, the meat of the show is just going to be SDCC talk. There was quite a bit of third-party news this week, too. So not only was San Diego Comic-Con going on, Hobby Comic Anime something Expo in Hong Kong was going on this week. So there was a lot of reveals from YOLO Park, 3-0, and Flame Toys. A lot of good looking stuff. Like if you're a Beast Wars fan, was it YOLO Park is doing animated Beast Wars stuff? That's got my attention. What else? A lot of Bayverse stuff coming out of YOLO Park. Is it YOLO Park? Yeah, I think YOLO Park and 3-0. But the Flame Toy stuff, oh good God. And if I'm going to have a channel where I'm building model kits, some of that flame toy stuff is nice. So I might, have to partake. Where does this go? I do not want to put this piece on wrong. I believe it goes like that. This is going to be the front of her thigh. Right? Am I doing it wrong? That looks like that's how it's supposed to go. Okay, just checking. Shit's just sliding right out of my hands. But yeah, so we got a lot to discuss tomorrow. And you know why I'm on here? I need to make a social media post. But so last week we forgot to cover on Decepticast Cyber World episode 1 and 2. So for anybody that hasn't watched that yet, watch that, and then we will go over it Monday. I'm going to make a social media post just to remind everybody. I had issues pegging this together on the other leg. I don't want to force it. I should have done it the opposite way, I guess. Where's my spudger? It's like it's not like level. Pretty sure I don't have it backwards. Oh, it goes in that way too. Maybe I have it backwards. No, it does not go up like that. It goes in like this. Oh, this is kind of being a pain in the butt. It's just like in a weird angle. It doesn't fit in flush. Don't do anything wrong. Alright, bump the camera with my foot. Cannot get that plug in. I do not want to force it. The struggle is, God damn, the struggle is real in this bit right here. I don't know why it does not want to go in. If you look at it, it's not flush. Because I got it backwards. That's my fault. Son of a bitch. Just look at the instructions. That's why they're there. There we go. Good Lord. Alright. Next page. Well, good thing is we already got this built. Only thing I have to get out is its little ball joint thing. See, look, we're already going faster on the second leg. Whatever time I made up for building the wheel well thing, I just lost trying to figure out how the thigh went together. Good job. Way to go. Alright, so we got the wheel well, it goes like so, and then it's this smaller ball is going to plug in right here. So that's together. Now we'll do the it's G15. 15. I will have to say, build isn't done until you find the missing part. Oh yeah. I tell you what, I am not going to do that on camera. That might get me banned from YouTube for the type of language that I might use while getting on my hands and knees trying to find that piece. At least it's light colored. That's my only saving grace, that it's a light colored piece. So it might not be that hard to find. Of course, if it went under my bed, then that's going to be I mean, there's nothing really under my bed. Maybe some dust. It's just my room's dark right now, so once I turn the light on, then I'll get a flashlight. That's good content, right? Hey, Kaiju Kitty, what is happening? Welcome to the build. You'll never believe it, but I lost a really small piece. It fell on the floor. So that's going to be fun to find. I mean, there's always that. I could, maybe one day. That's the goal. I cuss enough when I'm off camera. I don't let it out as much on camera. I don't know, it's kind of funny that way. I get most of my swearing on the road when I'm driving around other dumbasses. Alright, so we need G2. So this is the weird part. I need to make sure that that gets put in properly. This side. That don't look right. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. It's these small pieces. Like, I want to say, I don't think Blockies has this small pieces. Well, they might. But I can't remember Gundam, but I haven't built a Gundam kit in a while. It just feels like these are small compared to any kit that I've done recently. That's not what we push together. What did I mess up? Something doesn't feel right. The foot doesn't want to go together. And I need a spludger to pull this stuff apart. There we go. It's like... Let's see. No, I think I had it right. It's just the tabs weren't acting like they wanted to go in. So that's the right way. I guess it just need to be a little more, because this is the same both sides, so it doesn't matter which way that goes in. Yeah. Good enough. Good enough for me. There's that. Now let's get the last bits on here. The shin. Oh, did I grab the right piece? Oh, I did. I did. No. So let's get 12, not 13. Am I going to get this done before book club? It's going to be tight. It's going to be very tight. I wanted it to be done in 2 hours, but the legs took a little bit longer than expected. Well, legs and arms. I definitely wanted to get this done in 2 shows. I didn't think there was enough to stretch it out in 3 shows. I was hoping to have enough time to put a Galaxy class blocker together, but I don't think I have time to do that, which is fine. I've got enough content for today. And then part of the reason why I wanted to get this done is I got that action class sound wave that I want to put together. I can't wait to put that thing together. That'll definitely be next week for sure. Yeah, I can't wait to mess with that. Damn it, Gene. Stop getting caught. But I still got the action class Megatron to make too. I've got quite a bit of blockies that I need to put together. So definitely will be plenty to stream for the next few weeks without having to buy anything new. At the bottom. 30 minutes. Thanks, Sodom. Thanks. Thanks, buddy. I'm almost done. The only thing I'll have left to do is build the accessories and the stand. I'm almost done with this thing. It's in here. Shin piece. That nope, there's still pieces on there. Try not to have dead air. I'm trying to focus because clearly I'm on a deadline I've been given. So then we got the shin. That goes like that. That. So. The foot goes in. Now we just need the gas tank. The gas tank. These extra bits. Yeah. All right. We have a leg. Oh, I didn't put the thigh. Pops in there. She has got a lot of articulation. So we have legs. I think these bits go on her hips. Put these on. Yep, just the finishing touches. Zaldron. I bet you didn't think I was going to get it done as slow as as slow as the arms were. I was starting to worry. Maybe. Oh, I gotta plug the right hole. There's two holes. Oh, I bet stuff attaches. Stuff. Well, I would have to say I did. I mean, other than the small parts, I did enjoy putting this kit together. Like I don't get frustrated putting these together. It can get a little bit annoying when the parts are small and oh, her hand fell off. Oh, here she is. I'm so surprised how small it is. Here's a good look at her. Her hair's pointy. You gotta be careful. Those are sharp. These little points are sharp. She can look up to there. Oh, it came out. That's annoying. All right, so we have to build the stand real fast. I'll definitely be messing with this tonight while we're doing book club. Well, as I'm filling out the finishing the yeah, what's it called? What? I'm drawing a blank here. Why can't I think of slideshow? Me finishing that up tonight during book club. And that anymore? So this is like that. Oh, I like how that stand is. It's interesting. Ball joint, and this pegs it to her back. And that slides up and down. All right, cool. We got that done. Let's see. Couple pieces on there still. We got to build the blaster. L, 2, 4, and 5. So like all Optimi, she does come with his classic blaster. That runner's done. Don't need that one anymore. There's like white pieces that go into the stock. Those go last. Oh, and there's a barrel. Where's the barrel at? That went flying. Doing like that. Well, for the 6 of you that are still watching, I appreciate it. You know, if anybody would like to hop on it and build sometime with me, to kind of keep the keep a conversation going. Sometimes I can't keep. Well, I can't. I'm not gonna say I can't, but that's kind of like my fear, is that one, I can't keep talking, and I don't want dead air. But and at the same time, sometimes I get hyper focused on what I'm doing, and I won't say anything. Or at least if there's like, you know, somebody doing this with me, can talk to at the same time. Definitely, if anybody's out there that's watching that wants to gets a blocky set in and they want to build it together, and yeah, it's all on you. Have a backlog. They give you a reason to start building. Hop online, you know, bullshit at the same time. I know I've done a couple shows. Like the first show, it was me and Max. Max hasn't been able to really get any blockies locally for him. He's got other shit going on. And then I know Smudge joined me twice. One time Smudge was building blockies. One time he was doing Gundam. Alright, the Ion Blaster's done. Now we just need to build the Energon X. And that'll be done. I mean, the only other thing I would have to put together is another ball joint for her hand. Additional hand. Oh, you're good. Glad you're still here, G1. That's what I find it relaxing or calming or whatever. Just listen to the people in the background talk about toys or build stuff. Okay, so I put that together right. Doesn't matter. I think the ball joint's the same on both ends. Yeah. So yeah, there's our Energon axe. So yeah, the rest, the instructions. I'm pretty sure all my runners are clear. No, what is this? Extra ball joint. I wonder what this is. 14. I know I didn't forget anything. This runner's clean. I'll have to go back and see what this is. But then I got one more handball joint, and then I have all these extra hands. She also has extra head cresses. You know, I think there's like, and those are like right here. So I don't know what the different ones are for. I'll have to look in the instructions. But here she is. So one thing that's nice, you can just pull her hand out, and the Energon axe is supposed to pop in. It doesn't pop in very well. So did I use the wrong ball? The balls look the same. Yeah, it feels a little bit tighter. Those hands just fall out so easily. Where's her gun hand? So y'all have to clip the rest of these hands out, but tell you what, those, it's holding tight, that's for sure. If you're familiar with like Asian like action figures like Mafex, that's how her hands are kind of remind me of, like how the pegs work. Like, you know, a lot of your like Marvel Legends, the peg is on the hand. These, the peg is different, and that's not a tight fit either. There's her gun. Here's how she looks. She got those double jointed knees. I think she has drop down hips. Oh, that's really, yep, drop down hips. Yeah, there's drop down hips. I mean, she's got a lot of range of movement in her hips. Thigh swivel. A little bit of butterfly. Actually, a pretty decent amount of butterfly. I'm not liking how the hands aren't staying on. Might have to put some kiki or something on that. Her hair's articulated. And if you want, you can plug the stand in her butt. You can pose her. I'll have to play with her some more, but I do it in the freaking it'd help if I did it on frame. Yeah, here she is. All complete. I'll have to do a review of her. So yeah, that is the Kotabukiya Frame Arms Girl Optimus Prime. Other things that articulate on her, you kind of see on the instructions, her little wheels on the back, they can articulate. You can put them in different positions. Yeah. You know that extra piece might be an extra ball joint for her head. That's what I think that is, an extra ball joint for her head. But yeah, so let me get back into my regular position and we will prepare to sign off. Oh. All right, I can't find my mouse. Oh, here we are. So that was a successful build. Like I said, I will probably play with her a little bit during book club, and I'm going to probably do a review. I don't know if I'll get a review out this week because I already have something for Transformers Tuesday, but I will definitely mess with her some more and do like a review. Fun little figure. Like, I mean, little. She's small. But yeah, I'd like to thank everybody for showing up this evening. Don't forget, tomorrow night on the Figure Fight Club channel. I should put that in the chat. I'm going to do that before I sign off. I'm going to try to talk and do this at the same time. But on the Figure Fight Club channel, tomorrow night is the Decepticast at 10:15 Eastern. I don't think there's a listing up for it yet, but I'll definitely put that up as soon as Abby creates that. But you can head to the Figure Fight Club channel and watch that. At 10:15 Eastern. We will be going over the SDCC, some of the recent news from third party, because there was a bunch of third party stuff. So join me and Anna. Also look me up on. You can check me out on TikTok, on X, on Instagram. I have my own Facebook page. It's Alab Talib 1980 _collects. Like this, share this, comment after the video. Any engagement I appreciate. But yeah, that's all I have for this evening. Join us next week. Next week we will be doing the Soundwave, the Action Class Soundwave. If it was within reach, I'd show it, but that's like the 7-inch Soundwave. But yeah, thanks. Take care. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.